Hi friends, it's Miss Santa in a silly hat. I thought today we would read a really fun story about a unicorn and I would wear my silly unicorn hat. So to include you in the fun, I'm gonna wait a few minutes so you can go get a silly hat too if you would like to join me. So I'm going to count to 10, and that hopefully will give you enough time to go find a silly hat so you can join me in a fun story and wear a silly hat with me. Don't you like this? Isn't this cool? Yes, I love hats. I can't believe this is the first time I've thought to wear a silly hat while reading a book. So I'm going to count to 10 very slowly. Don't stop to count with me. Go find a silly hat or something fun to put on your head. Okay, go, go, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, go, 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 go. 8, 9, 9.5, 10. Did you get a silly hat? I hope so, because I wouldn't want to be the only person wearing a silly hat right now. So today's story is a really good story with some fun little things hidden in the book. I'll point them out to you because I'll give you a minute to look for them, but then I'll help by pointing out a few things just in case you missed them. So today's book, yes, is about unicorns, and it's called Sophie Johnson, Unicorn Expert. And there is Sophie Johnson, and there is a unicorn, always kind of out of sight where the unicorn expert is concerned. So let's see what happens. The drawings are, oh, I didn't tell you, the drawings, illustrations are really quite fun. The book is written by Morag Hood and illustrated by Ella Oxstad. And they did a great job together on this. When you open it up, you see all these fun polka dots. Looks like confetti, if you want my opinion. And then the inside cover page, or title page rather, shows a unicorn right there. There's our unicorn. And what I want you to do while I'm reading this is look for the unicorn on the pages. Throughout the book, you'll see the unicorn. All right, let's begin. Here she is. Let's see, hopefully I can get this all in here. I'm going to turn this a little bit. She's drawn a picture of a unicorn. There, can you see it? My name is Sophie Johnson, and I live with a unicorn. And here it says, I love unicorns, and there's her room. And there are her stuffed animals, all kinds of fun things. She says, well, not just one unicorn. Actually, I think I have 17 at the moment. Now, look at the details. That's what makes this book so fun. She has turned her dog into a unicorn. I think she's got a bear into a unicorn, her cat, her little brother. See, she's given him a unicorn horn. All of her stuffed animals have unicorn horns, her doll, everything. I think this is some silly stuffed animal. Everything she has. Look, there's a bus. She's turned, or rather an ambulance. She's turned the dolls, her fish tank, I think that is, some stuffing dolls, or I'm not sure what they're called. They have a certain name from like Russia, where they stack one inside the other. but they all have unicorn horns as well. So she's turned everything into a unicorn because she's a unicorn expert. There we go. It can be very hard looking after so many. Look at the Scotch tape she's using to tape the horns on the animals' heads. Oh my goodness. And look over here. This says, there is always a lot to do. So here she's brushing her little brother's one little tooth, and look, she's got his unicorn horn strapped onto his head because she takes good care of all the unicorns. This must be sandwiches. Yes, this is sandwiches stacked to feed all of her unicorns. She's very good. And it says, luckily, I am a unicorn expert. I'm going to turn this camera a tad. I am very busy teaching my unicorns everything they need to know. We start with magic. And there are all her unicorns sitting around the table with their unicorn horns strapped to their heads, including the fish tank, the cat, and the dog. And who walks in the door behind her? As she's reading this book, see, she's got her chalkboard, I believe it is. Oh, in the door, do you see him? Walks a unicorn, while Sophie is trying to teach all of her unicorns. She puts, then I show them how to hunt for food. Oh, look at this great picture here. She's in the kitchen. They all have their horns on. Who's joining them? The unicorn right there. There he is. Look at the dog looking at the unicorn. Oh man. And they're in the kitchen hunting for food. And what a mess. Oh my goodness. Look at all the arrows. Do you see the arrows she has shot everywhere in the kitchen while she's hunting for food? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 arrows. How many arrows? Whoopsie daisy. Let me see if I can hold that better. How many arrows do you see? It's quite a lot of them going on there. One stuck to the kitchen faucet. Right there, isn't it? There's one. Let's see what else she teaches them. And I teach them about the dangers of balloons. Oh my, and it looks like one popped right there. Oh look, oh my. And the baby brother sees him. There he is, there's the unicorn. I think the balloon popped on his horn because he has a real horn. And pointy unicorn horns can be dangerous around balloons because balloons pop when they touch pointy things. There, can you see it all? Let me back up just a hair. There. Silly Sophie. Can you see? I love how she's got them taped or string holding the horns onto their heads. Sometimes my unicorns lose their horns. I think the dog, I think he lost his horn. I think they all their horns are missing. But look, what's behind Sophie? Sophie's got what behind her? Oh my, she still hasn't seen the real unicorn. But I don't worry because they soon grow back. With a little string and tape, of course. Living with unicorns can be a bit tricky. Now look, here she's in the bathtub. And lots of bubbles. And there's the unicorn He's just sitting there waiting for her to see him. And look, there are all of her stuffed animals sitting. And, oh my, this one's horn, look right here. What does that look like for a unicorn horn? Can you see it? It looks like a toothbrush to me. Oh, is that not the silliest thing? I'm glad I wore my silly unicorn hat for this silly book. Here she says, I try to explain that magic is more important than mess. And she's got her magic wand. But I don't think Mom understands, because she knocks over plants and a lamp and, oh goodness, Sophie, she's quite a mess, isn't she? There. Unicorns have many enemies, so sometimes I have to protect them. So, I hope you can see this. So here are all of her unicorns that her stuffed animals that she's put horns on, and her poor dog. And here she is on a chair with her sword and her cape and her shield. And who's hiding under the chair from her? He even looks a bit scared, doesn't he? So she's trying to protect all of her pretend unicorns. Silly Sophie. Being a unicorn expert is harder than you'd think. Oh, look, they're all on the couch. They've had a very long day. The dog, the cat, they're still wearing their horns. They're all on the couch, taking a nap. Look at her brother. He's snuggled up against the unicorn. They're all resting. Silly Sophie. This says, really, it's a good thing I'm here. Some people don't even know what a real unicorn looks like. Now, the unicorn is leaving all the stuffed animals, and the dog are like telling you goodbye. Look, even baby brother is waving by. And there sits Sophie, the unicorn expert. And she never saw the real unicorn. The end. I hope you liked this silly little book called Sophie Johnson, Unicorn Expert. There. Well, friends, it's time to say goodbye until the next story. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye, friends.